Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over an email that was sent from a subscriber, and this is from a young guy, or at least in my opinion a young guy. He's 28 years old, who's really trying to improve his social skills, in particular with women. And the guy lets me know in the email pretty quickly that he is autistic, high functioning, and so he definitely has some challenges and problems in social settings, okay? If a lot of you guys don't know, a lot of people that are autistic, because I have a girl in my family's autistic, and I've worked with people that are autistic, they are definitely gifted in so many ways. But when it comes to social situations, a lot of them feel anxious, they have anxiety, they have a hard time picking up on things that a lot of us would pick up on. Like they have a hard time understanding things like sarcasm or joking around. They often take people very literally when they say things, even though they can be joking or whatever. Eye contact's hard for them. A lot of things like that. So for a guy like this, who obviously he wants to date and hook up and all that, it's definitely hard, because especially with women, when things are a lot more about just subtle little things that as a guy you learn to pick up on, you know. And he's doing very well for himself, and I'm really glad you're going to hear this through his email. And I gotta be honest, my heart goes out to people that have various setbacks in life, but are working very hard to, you know, deal with them and overcome these things. I mean, I think it's great, you know, and in his email you can see that. And on a personal note, as a personal trainer, I worked with a guy for almost 3 years who had autism. His family hired me, he was in his late 50s, to help him get in better shape and stay that way. So I would go to the assisted living facility that he lived in, and it was a really nice place. His family was loaded, so he could live there. And I saw the guy 4 days a week. And I helped him get in better shape, but also we became friends. And he definitely had social issues. He had a hard time socializing with people and striking up conversations. And often he would apologize that he was a quiet guy and didn't talk very much. And I said, you know, it's okay, bro, you know, don't worry about it. And I would be striking up the conversations. But the thing is, aside from helping him get in better shape and working out, I would help him with his social skills. I would encourage him to start talking to people, just saying hi to people when he passed them in the hallway, little baby steps like that. And when he got comfortable with that, then I would help him with other things. Actually, I'd encourage him to ask questions and things like that to people, just to strike up little conversations. You know, baby steps to become more comfortable. And over time, he got more comfortable, and it was a lot better after a few years. So it's awesome, you know. And so unfortunately, he passed away in the spring because he caught COVID. So, you know, God rest his soul. But he was a great guy, great friend, and I was able to help him. So this guy in this situation, I really want to help him out. So I'm going to go through his email here, and hopefully at the end, I can give some tips that will help him with his situation. So he starts off saying, "Hi, Strong. First off, I just want to say I love your content, the content that you post, and the stories you share about the guys who had their downfalls and problems with women who did them wrong and then have made a comeback with their success and changes to living a better life." Well, you're welcome, bro. I appreciate you watching, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it, and I hope it helps you. And anybody else watching, I'm glad that you're all enjoying it. I do what I can to help you out. Going on to me, my name is, well, I'm not going to say his name. I live north from Dallas, Texas. I'm 28 years old, and I'm currently a truck driver. I work Monday through Friday and make decent money. Speaking of, I am debt-free and have money saved up. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Keep saving your money, invest your money. You know, eventually, if you don't already, well, it says here he has an apartment, but eventually save up to get your own place, to buy your own condo if it's just you, or house, you know, and that way you can start building equity. But good job. He says, I live in an apartment by myself with my name on the lease. I have a used car that works great. I work out at least 4 to 5 days a week in both my truck and the gym. Therefore, I am in great shape, healthy, and I look good. No wife, no kids. Well, good for you on all these fronts. Saving the money, working out at the gym, eating healthy. This is awesome, bro. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. And especially good for you, no wife, no kids. Let's keep it that way. He says, my hobbies include model trains, music/singing, some old video games that I still play once in a while, of course working out, running and walking, and going for a drive to explore new things. And most of all, I like to socialize when I can. What does this all have to do? Well, despite who I am, I have always struggled socially with people. This includes women. I am on the spectrum of Asperger's and autism, but I'm high functioning and red pill aware. I do no FAP, and I'm over 130 days on this streak, and I'm craving for fun. I will confess, I've been on Hinge and Bumble trying to meet women, even though it's not very likely, which that's what's been so far. Fortunately, I am no virgin. I have had some moments with some pretty girls in my early 20s. I even messed with strippers in my mid-20s, and he says in parentheses, foreplay action, which I wouldn't encourage any man to do. I haven't been in a relationship since the end of 2015, nor have I had sex since. I've been learning and trying to improve myself since, but have had no luck, or I just messed up something and put myself in the friend zone, or done something to make myself look needy. Well, I can't tell what you've been doing along the way, but it sounds like when you were younger, this guy, he was obviously having some success, so I would encourage whatever he was doing when he was younger to do now. It is possible that you may be coming off, because he said he hasn't had sex since 2015 or anything like that. Maybe possible he may be giving out that hungry vibe, trying too hard, and that can turn women off. So this is something that, this guy, he should be aware of in how he shows up, in terms of his body language, the things he says, his tone of voice. These are all things that can make or break it with women. He continues, I will say I've been going to meetups to try to socialize, talk, and make new friends, and go out to places like karaoke bars to sing, play pool, and meet new people. I say I'm doing okay so far, and I want to do better. However, me attracting average and beautiful women doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I know you and other YouTubers say to get on your purpose and know the real harm what a woman can do to a man in this day and age. And do what makes you happy, and I am absolutely with you on it. But I'm craving for female companionship and fun. That's great that you're going to do all these things socially. That's awesome. And karaoke, I've done karaoke one time in my life. That was on my bucket list, and I'll never do it again, okay? Because it's definitely a rush being up on stage. I have the worst fucking voice in the world, but I was bound and determined to do it. Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer, and I'll never do it again. So if this guy who is autistic has the balls to get up on stage multiple times to do karaoke, good for him. I definitely applaud this guy, because I'm never doing it again. And plus, I'm saving the audience pain in their ears because I have a horrible singing voice. But this is awesome that he's going out and doing this and trying to talk and socialize. This is really good. He continues, I want to make my time worthwhile. So my main question is, for who I am and what I do you think I stand a chance at women of today? Should I keep trying dating? And if not, do you have any recommendations, suggestions, or what I should try to do and pursue more of? Or what would you do if you were me? Feel free to say what you need to say. If you need me to elaborate more or anything, let me know. Thank you, and keep up the good work. Okay, so I think so far this guy is doing fucking phenomenal. That's great. He's got a job, 9 to 5. He's saving money. He lives on his own. A lot of guys that are autistic, they can't live on their own, or maybe they're in an assisted living facility, but this guy's on his own. That's great. And he's saving money. I can't emphasize that enough, how important that is. And if to this guy who's watching, if you're just simply putting money in the bank, I would encourage you to start learning about investing, to put your money in different areas so you can start growing it, Also, perhaps if you like where you live and you see yourself being there for a long time, saving up to put a down payment on a condo or a small house or something, and that way you can build up equity. Okay, so it's yours. And then just, start reading books about investing, maybe talk to people that have more knowledge about this so you can start growing your money, because you're young. You're 28 years old, and so a lot of this that you put away, obviously for retirement and all that, you're not going to touch for 40 some years, if not 50, because obviously the age of retirement is going to go up as people are living longer. But that's great. And the fact that you have all these hobbies and interests, cool. That's really great, man. You're not sitting at home and just, not doing anything with yourself. That's great. And also the fact that you're out socializing and trying. Good for you, bro. My recommendation is keep doing what you're doing in terms of working, saving your money. I want you to start investing it. If you want to be in a condo, save it to buy a condo. I want you to Keep doing all the things you enjoy. Keep getting out there and socializing with people. If you are, I mean, the fact that you're doing karaoke, again, you got balls for doing that. So that shows you're willing to try and push yourself. Keep doing that. So with regards to the women front, if you had success when you were younger, but you're not having success now, my gut tells me it's a possibility that because it's been a few years and obviously you want to get laid and you want to have relationships and stuff like that, you know, I make it clear I don't do exclusive relationships, but that's my own reason at 42 years old, okay? I'm not there in my life. Does that mean later on down the road I might find a girl that literally is like all the things in my checkbox? I might have an exclusive relationship with her? Possibly. I sure as hell wouldn't move in with her, and I sure as hell wouldn't marry her, but I'd be open to that. But she'd have to definitely have a lot of things on the checklist. Meanwhile, it's just casual relationships for me. But if that's what you want, and you're struggling with the ladies, I'd recommend doing what you did when you were younger. I'm going to guess when you were younger, you probably didn't give a shit. And you had that indifferent, I don't give a shit vibe. And the indifference is what is attracted to women. And it's not about being rude or mean. It's just that you're just as happy hanging out with a girl and hooking up with her, or as you are literally at home playing your video games and doing your hobbies that you enjoy. You could take them or leave them. You got to have that attitude. That is the attitude that most bad boys or high status guys have no problem getting women have. Okay, that's it. You got to get back to what you were doing back then. But on that subject, I would start doing a little more practice. So when you are out and about, I want you to start practicing talking to different women, okay? And so if you tend to get nervous around women, or at least women that you're attracted to, I'm going to recommend that when you're out, make it a point to talk to women, even the ones you're not attracted to, like old ladies or women that weigh 400 pounds or women that you would never ever give the time of day with. Just strike up conversation. So if you're in line at Target, or you're getting a coffee from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, or you're at the line at the grocery store and there are women working there, just strike up conversation. Say, how's your day going? You know, things like that. And they'll start talking. Make eye contact. That's important, okay? Have good body language when you talk to them. Don't have your hands in your pockets. Don't kind of rock or shift away when you're talking to them. Look them straight in the eye, you know. Stand up straight, have your shoulders back, your chest out, you know, and just have a comfortable vibe. Be comfortable, relax with yourself and who you are, because you sound like a cool guy. You know, this guy really sounds cool, and he's comfortable with who he is. So just be that guy when you're talking to women. And as you get more comfortable talking to the women that you're not attracted to, start then striking up conversations with women that you're a little bit attracted to, that maybe if you had a few beers, you would touch them, you know, something like that, you know. And as you get comfortable with them, then start striking conversations with women that you are kind of attracted to. And you see where I'm going with this? And keep doing that until you feel comfortable talking to women that you are attracted to, and go from there. And not every woman's going to be into you. Understand that. Most aren't, okay? And you mentioned earlier in your email about what you do for a living. Is that going to be an issue? For some women, the fact that you drive a truck for a living, and there's nothing wrong with that, bro, you're making a living and good for you. Some women that's not gonna be enough for them, okay? They're gonna want a guy that makes more money or has a high status job, okay? That's just how it is. Who cares about them? Just understand it's a numbers game, so you gotta keep trying. But please keep doing what you're doing, and again, practicing with the women. If you're uncomfortable with women, practice with the ones that you're not into, and when you get really comfortable, keep moving up until eventually you're comfortable talking to the ones that you are into. Okay, and pay attention to your body language. Again, standing up straight, chest out, shoulders back. Don't have your hands in your pocket and things like that to look nervous. If you're in a bar, a lot of guys tend to, when they're in the bar with their friends, they're talking to women, they tend to hold their beer up here, like protecting themselves. Don't do that. Have it at your side. Don't stand there with your arms folded, you know, like this. That's closing yourself off. Be open. Look them straight in the eye. Things like that. Watch the tone of your voice. Don't appear so eager. Indifference, but not in a mean way. And then just go for it. And it's a numbers game, but sooner or later, you'll find a girl that likes you, go on a date, and go from there. Just do what you did when you were younger, okay? I just can't stress that enough. In the meantime, keep improving yourself. You like to train at the gym, you know, if you like the way you are physically, then just it's maintenance at this point at the gym and all that. If you want to improve yourself, like get like maybe some more muscles, then you're going to work harder at the gym. Educate yourself a little bit more about fitness and putting on some muscle. Or if maybe you want to trim some pounds, do that, you know. And of course, making more money, doing things like that. Maybe if you are content with being a truck driver and there's nothing wrong with that, cool, then keep doing that. But if you want something else, a better job or something like that, start spending your free time doing what you got to do to get a new position or a different type of job, okay? Things like that, you know. The sky's the limit in self-improvement. You don't stop there. Or picking up a new skill, new hobby. You know, when I was 35 years old, out of the blue, I decided I wanted to take martial arts and boxing. I found a school, and I got hooked immediately. So you're never too old to learn new skills, and all that, by the way, led me to become a personal trainer and all that, and eventually working for myself. So constant self-improvement. So again, to this guy, keep improving yourself, practice talking to women, and sooner or later, you're going to strike gold, okay? But again, remember all this knowledge that you've learned from channels like mine and plenty of other guys. When you are, remember, you don't kiss their ass. You don't put them on a pedestal. You don't try too hard. You got to be indifferent, all that. But that's for another day. But right now, work on getting comfortable talking to women and do what you once did. And I guarantee you, in time, it will help you out. Because even if you got turned down by 50 women, and then, let me put it this way, you talk to 50 women and 45 turn you down, but 5 do like you, well, there you go. You got 5, okay? It's a fucking numbers game. That's just how it is. Not everybody can be James Bond. So, all right, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below what you think about this. And guys, be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.